like a baby, 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 oh. I want to marry you, Jackie, for no Jimmy, dreaming like me. Baby, 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 oh, oh. I want to marry you, is my queen, oh. Baby, ting-a-la-long, ting-a-la-long, ting-a-la-long. Ting-a-me, ting-a-la-long, ting-a-la-long, ting-a-la-long.
Right, thanks for staying with us right here on the Sunrise. Of course, it is music of Adina. That song is called Coastal Vibes, and she describes her music genre as mainly Afro-pop with a blend of a high life. Although she has been known to experiment with different sounds, she has been performing for us this morning, and she joins us for a conversation to get to tell us more about her journey. So, you are half South African, half Ghanaian.
Yes.
But you grew up in Ghana mainly.
Yes.
Okay. So obviously that kind of like comes into your music. So there's a bit of like West African high life type of vibe.
Yeah.
Why are you in South Africa?
I'm in South Africa to meet my family and to do some business.
You're here to meet your family?
Yes, for the very first time.
For the very first time?
Yes.
Okay, I don't even want to ask how old are you?
Well, I'm turning 28 next month.
Next month. And you had never met your father's side of the family?
Yes.
Okay. So that must have been a journey on its own. You know, how did that impact your journey into like your profession, your music, and all of that? It's something that's always been lingering, you know, in your spirit, so to say.
Well, when I was born, my mom said my dad said I was going to be called Adina. I'd be a singer and I'll sing all over the world. Wow. And then I found out that he passed because I was born in Liberia with my sister. My dad had gone on exile to Liberia during the apartheid, and when the war started in Liberia, my mom, basically we lost touch with my dad. So my mom just did what she thought was wise.
Any other mother
you know,
would do.
took her kids and went to Ghana, which is her home country. And my dad wrote a letter to try and reach us, but we got to later when the numbers and addresses had expired. And a few years after that, we found out, well, I found out that he had passed. So basically I grew up, you know, with memories of my dad, not memories of my dad, with my dad on my mind, basically. And he influenced my musical journey because I knew he wasn't around. I would have loved to have him around. And the only thing I had with me was what he said about me when I was born, that I was going to be a singer and I'll sing all over the world. So I kind of held on to that, and I felt like that was, the music side was my father in my life. I don't know if that makes any sense.
It does. So did you find yourself like sort of like following a lot of South African music to understand exactly what he meant and what you know, what were the thoughts behind what he said?
I grew up without knowing him, but as a child or growing up, I just had my own weird connections to what I thought my dad was, or the whole vibe and spirit around him. So I would listen to Rebecca
Malupi.
He was called Izubenam back then. She was called Rebecca Izubenam, I think, before she got married. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'd listen to her music, and I'd listen to Brenda Fassie.
I'm sure Yvonne
Chaka, all of them. So I kind of grew up listening to that kind of music. It inspires my music right now. Yeah. Okay.
So let's talk about your music that you're making. I mean, how long have you been a recording artist for so far now?
Since 2008. Okay. I took part in a singing reality show, which is like SA Idols, and I won in 2008.
In Ghana?
Yes, in Ghana. So after that, I started doing music professionally.
Have you been coming to like South Africa frequently, or is this your
my very first time.
Your very first time?
Yeah. So the thing is, because I started doing music, or I was sort of like a celebrity. My manager, and I was born in Liberia, but we left Liberia during the war, so I didn't have my birth certificate, nothing. And I needed that to pull my papers together, my official documents.
Yes.
And it was very easy to get a Ghanaian birth certificate, but my manager insisted that I do the right thing because we didn't want anybody to go research and then find out that,
famous and they find out that you bought your
it's all fake.
identity.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
So, and that took a while to get.
Okay.
So because I didn't get my papers and documents on time, I couldn't really travel. And then when I finally did,
First place?
Yes. I mean, the first place I went was Abidjan for a show.
Yes.
That was last December.
In Nigeria?
In Ivory Coast.
In Ivory Coast, yes. Yeah, okay.
And then the next stop had to be here.
Oh, wow. Well, we're so honored that you sing like a songbird.
Oh,
like,
thank you.
Like when you started singing, they were like, who is that?
Well, I am South African.
That's great. Okay, so let's talk about some of the messages within your music.
Well, basically, it's all life lessons. Sometimes it's based on my life. Sometimes it's other people, the people around me. Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
So just basic everything. In this song, in Coastal Vibes, it's just a love song between another person from a coastal town in Accra.
Okay.
And my mom is from a coastal town as well, so that's why.
So it's like that relationship of like someone lives in another part of the world of the city of the country, and then you're okay.
Yeah.
All right. So is love one of like your themes and inspiration in writing your music?
Yes. I think most of my songs are about love, whether be it heartbreak, be it being happy in love, and so on. Yeah, most of them.
So what is your album called? Do you have a full album out?
No.
Or you have a couple of albums?
I haven't released an album yet, but I have about 8 singles out. My first album we're still working on the title, but it might be called Slow Burn because of how my career has been in the past years. It's like
I'm not slowly built.
Yeah, it's
not an overnight
sensation
type of thing.
But now it's like everybody, it's like I'm a household name. You know,
wow. Okay, so 8 tracks already. So tell us about some of the tracks that are they on YouTube? Are they on, I mean, I hear that one of your songs won Rocket of the Year or Best Female Vocalist at the Ghana Music Awards. That's a big deal.
Yes, it is this year.
Yeah. This year.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm the reigning female vocalist
in Ghana.
In Ghana, yeah.
Okay, so I mean, obviously that comes with winning a competition and then you winning these kind of awards.
Yeah.
So is your music available like online? How do people access it on YouTube and things like that, and iTunes and?
Okay, so yeah, on iTunes you can just type the title of my song or just look for Adina Thembi. Adina Thembi, you guys pronounce it Thembi.
Yeah.
In Ghana we say Thembi.
Thembi, so Thembi,
which is
Adina Thembi.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that your?
That's my actual name. But it's my first and second name, and I put it together. So that's my stage name.
So your dad called you Adina and
Thembi Ndamzi.
Thembi Ndamzi.
Ndamzi, yeah.
That's powerful. Okay, so are you performing anywhere in South Africa when you're here besides meeting your family?
I was hoping to, but so far I've just had these kind of performances on TV, and I'm looking to coming back soon, so maybe I'll get to do more performances.
Well, we're so honored that you could come for your first South African performance to Sunrise.
Yeah.
And then I'm sure like your family members who know that you're here, they're watching and they're like, oh my goodness, she's on Sunrise this morning. It is a great story, and wish you all the best in your journey.
Thank you so much.
To self-discovering yourself and celebrating your South African heritage. It is Heritage Month after all. What a perfect time for you to come to South Africa.
Amazing stuff.
Yes, it is.